Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. As always, I'm one of your hosts on this show, MattyBets, joined by BigAL Bettor. How are we doing tonight, Big Al?
We're doing all right. We wanted to get this video out to the people sooner, but unfortunately, things happen, work, overtime, games on a Saturday, so we're getting this to you guys a little later. It's halftime of the Green Bay Vikings game, so hopefully this gets you guys in time to use it and make your picks. But I'm feeling pretty good right now, Matt. It's 13-3 in the Packers game, and need the boys to step it up. They're down by 10.
Yeah, for sure. Packers need a big second half from them. Vikings look good
Right,
to start, but yeah,
they
like you
do.
said, only a couple hours until the game, so we wanted to get this out to you guys. A little late, but as my parents always used to say, better late than never. So we got this for you. Sunday Night Football, Falcons at Commanders. If you're watching the video, you already know that. We got the Commanders at -3.5. They're at home, favored. Falcons +3.5. And then the over/under set at 46.5.
Absolutely.
What do you got for me?
We got two rookie quarterbacks going against each other. Michael Penix taking on Jaden Daniels. As you guys know, we've been big on the Commanders all season long. They made us a lot of money. Tonight, I'm not going to deviate from that. I've got the Commanders minus the 3.5. I think Dan Quinn, he's been a defensive coordinator his whole career. He's been a great defensive head coach. I think he's going to be able to come up with a scheme that's going to cause some fits for Michael Penix, who did look good in his debut, but the Falcons, I mean, their defense won that game, not their offense. So I like the Commanders here to cover the 3.5. I think they're going to win by about 7, maybe even 10. And then I like the over of 46.5. I think the Falcons will do stuff. They've got weapons in Drake London. We all know Bijan. You got Mooney. I think Penix will be able to make some throws and pick up some things with his feet. So I don't think the Falcons are going to lay over and die, but I just don't think they're going to be able to cover the point. So I like the over here, and I like the Commanders minus the 3.5.
Okay, I am lockstep with you. I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. I think it'll be exciting. We know that the Falcons' offense has shown at times that they are a high-powered offense. We'll see how that looks with Penix. Last week they kind of destroyed and manhandled the Giants. So I
Mm-hmm.
like that to kind of continue with the offensive powerhouse that they kind of have going there. Big game from all their star players, and then same for the Commanders though. And I think the Commanders just have a bigger edge in this game. Like they're just a better team, better defense, and definitely a better offense with a better quarterback. But you never know. Like this might be Penix's coming out party. We'll see. Uh, but yeah, I like the Commanders here at -3.5. It just seems too easy at home.
Right, and if the Falcons lose this game, the Bucks will solidify their standing as they'll win that division. I'm 98% certain. But so a big game for the Falcons. They need to win this to keep their playoff hopes alive, and I'm hoping they lose it because I've got a ticket for the Bucks. So
Yeah, exactly. And even if they do win this, I mean, we'll see. I still see the Bucks making it. That's just where I've
yeah,
been this whole year. Like especially like the last 6 7 weeks, the Bucks just look like a way better team than the Falcons. And it'd be sad if they didn't make it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. See how it shakes out. I think the Commanders take care of business though, and Bucks get in.
absolutely, I would agree.
All right, four pick parlays are next. You guys know how it works. We get four of our props from the game, including like some touchdown scores, just stat lines, prop bets. Throw them all together. Four pick parlay. What do you got for yours?
Okay, so I got Jaden Daniels for 225 plus passing yards. It should be a good game. The Falcons' defense has been kind of middle of the pack all season long, so they're not exactly incredible at anything. They're just pretty good. So, or I guess more, they're just okay. So I like Jaden Daniels there for 225. I also like Jaden Daniels to rush for 40 yards. He's been pretty consistent with that. He's kind of like Lamar, where he can just take off and run. He picks up 25 on one run, and then he gets a couple, nickel and dime for the rest of it. So I like that there. Then I have Bijan Robinson, 100 plus rushing plus receiving. He's been really hot over the last 4 or 5 weeks. So this feels like a pretty gettable number. It's also pretty minus money. So the book even thinks he's going to get this. And the Commanders' defense hasn't been great this year. It's been good, not great. And then I got Terry McLaurin for 70 plus receiving yards. It's right where he gets into the plus money at 70. But he had a big week last week, and I expect that to continue. He's just been the man. He's the third best receiver in football, third most yards behind Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. So I expect him to continue that against this week Falcons secondary.
Okay, what does that one pay out?
Plays plus 650.
Ooh, that's a low one.
Yeah, it's not crazy. I didn't get nuts with it. It's just kind of like I like to be right around the plus 6 to plus 800. So this is right in that wheelhouse.
Okay, I thought you were gonna take the same line that I did for Terry McLaurin, but I have a juicier pick in
Oh,
mind.
here we go.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
of course.
We got Jaden Daniels and Michael Penix Jr. 2+ passing touchdowns. I think there's gonna be a lot of
Okay.
scoring in this game. I like the running backs for both teams with Bijan and Brian Robinson, but I do still think that they're gonna both have to throw the ball quite a bit, and I like them each to throw for 2 touchdowns. Next, we're going Brian
Okay.
Robinson, anytime touchdown. Like I said, I like the running backs here. Brian Robinson has been killing it on the ground. I don't think it's going to stop here. Let's get him back into the end zone again. And then we're doing Terry McLaurin. Because we juiced it, we were able to take Terry McLaurin at lower just in case it's an off game for him. We're taking Terry McLaurin at 50 plus receiving yards.
Mm.
Pays out plus 924.
Okay. Okay. And that's on which book?
That is over on FanDuel.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So Jaden Daniels 2+ touchdowns. Penix to throw 2 touchdowns. B Rob Brian, not Bijan.
Yeah,
So we got two
Brian.
B Robs in this game. But Brian Robinson anytime touchdown, and then Terry McLaurin 50 receiving yards.
Yep. And the whole,
Okay.
like, Michael Penix is plus money to throw two. Like I kind of figured he would be. He's still a
Sure.
rookie. He's still new to the league just because he hasn't played a
Yep.
lot. That Brian Robinson's a plus 100, I think, over on FanDuel.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
got two plus money
He's
plays
been great
there.
all year.
Yep. It juiced it up a little bit, and then I was looking at Terry's line. I thought about taking him for 70, kind of like you did. And then I was like, well, what if I go to 60? And then I was like, wait, I can
Huh.
just take it for 50, and it's still right around our range that we like of 7 to
Right.
900 around there. So.
Right.
Definitely a good play there. I like the picks a lot. I don't mind yours either with the Jaden Daniels play. He's gonna have to throw, probably run a lot. The only one that scares me is the rushing yards, but I mean the Bijan, like the 100 plus, that seems pretty gettable, especially with Penix in there. Penix is gonna be checking the ball down quite a bit, just because that's what you do when you have quarterbacks that are pretty new.
Right. And Atlanta has not been good against the run this season, and Jaden Daniels is minus 200 to rush for 40. So it's not like it's like the book expects that to happen. So I don't feel like I get it's a little risky because you're taking a quarterback to rush, but he is the leading rusher on the team. He has more rushing yards this year than Brian Robinson even does.
Well, there we go. We'll take that all day then.
So,
All right, who do you like for
so
touchdowns? Who do you see getting in the end zone in this game?
okay. So for this game, I actually have four. Normally, I just take three, but I got four this time. I have Terry McLaurin at minus 110. All these odds are from DraftKings. That's the only book I can use out here. I got Terry McLaurin at minus 110. I got Darnell Mooney at plus 255. I have Brian Robinson at minus 130, and I have Bijan Robinson at minus 115.
Okay.
So kind of just the two stud receivers. I think Mooney's a better receiver than London, and then Brian, both the stud running backs are my two picks. And Mooney and London are both with this game can break 1,000 yards receiving. They're both like high to mid 900s.
You said Mooney and London.
Mooney and London can, if they both have a decent game, they'll both break 1,000 yards on the season for receiving.
Nice. That's huge.
Right?
We'll see if Penix can get it for him. I will say with touchdown scores, I have two the same. I got Bijan and Brian Robinson on mine. Like
Okay.
I said earlier in the parlay, like I love the running backs here.
Yep.
I do. I think they'll both be able to score in this game, and they're also receiving
Agreed.
running backs too. Like Brian Robinson, not so much, but Bijan for sure is. Screen plays, all that kind of stuff. They like using him in every aspect of the game. So it could be a
Agreed.
receiving touchdown for Bijan. We're fine with that because then we just need one more for Penix. But
Yep.
my next one, I have Drake London at 155 plus
Okay.
155. Like you were saying, yeah, you trust Mooney more. I don't. I don't see Mooney as a better receiver. I think he had a better connection with Kirk Cousins for sure, but I'm not sure about with Penix. I'll take Drake London. He's a better receiver in my opinion, so I'll take him to get in the end zone. And then our reach play this week is Kyle Pitts. Kyle
Mm,
Pitts is always just hit or miss. This season's been terrible. Last 2 seasons were terrible. Like I don't know what's going on with him, but it's kind of just like in this Packers Vikings game. It's like I love both the tight ends here. In the Packers Vikings, love both tight ends. I could see both of them getting a touchdown. And you're going to give me plus 450 on Kyle Pitts to get a touchdown. I'll take those odds
yeesh.
even if I'm wasting my money. I'll still take those odds because if it hits, there we go. And I could see Pitts getting in the end zone just because he hasn't been a factor like all year.
Sure.
So
Sure.
just a little regression. It's week 17. Get a little fun with it, and get Pitts involved early and often.
What were your odds on the Robinsons?
Minus 130 on Bijan and then plus 100 on Brian.
Okay.
hmm
Alrighty. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our picks for Falcons at Commanders. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Sorry this video is a little late. We did mean to make it earlier. It just didn't quite happen. But there you have it. And hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the second half of Packers Vikings, since Miami and Browns is kind of a joke of a game to even watch. And yeah, enjoy Sunday Night Football. Watch out for Monday Night Football. We'll have that video out later tonight. And Matt, you got anything else to say to the fine people?
No, just protect the bag, beat the book. As always, we'll catch you guys in the next video.